I want to talk to you about TikTok for lawyers and how do you find clients and leads this year using the very popular social media platform. Okay, so here are the general trends. When you think about TikTok, I want you to think about one of the most used social media platforms with over 1.5 billion active users. Can you imagine that? 1.5 billion active users. People talk about Facebook being 2 million, 2 billion rather, 2 billion active users, but TikTok is really growing really, really fast. So beyond its reputation as a hub for entertainment, TikTok can also be a knowledge sharing platform where users seek and share information through a short form video content on a wide range of topics, including legal matters. Okay, and so this presents a unique opportunity for legal professionals such as you and me to actually creatively showcase their legal perspective and attract new clients. The whole thing is that you have to go somewhere in places where you're not really expected to actually gain business. So, in today's conversation, I want to explain to you the fact that if you use TikTok for lawyers appropriately, you can really generate revenue big time. Okay. Now, of course, people are talking about there is an ongoing TikTok ban that could happen with Congress taking legislation against the company, and some people are saying that the company will fight. Long story short, you just want to watch the news to see what kind of regulatory developments there are. But just in case the whole conversation around TikTok being banned in the U.S. doesn't happen, then you really want to really understand that you have to really be ready to actually seize the opportunity. Okay, but if TikTok were to be banned from the U.S. market, you also have the possibility to focus on other social media platforms. You can try video marketing for lawyers, like you can really try to have a YouTube account. So TikTok is not the only video sort of platform. You have YouTube, and YouTube has been there for a while, and YouTube is an American company, so chances are they're not going to ban them. Okay, and you also can try paid advertising. You can collaborate with influencers also to you can collaborate with influencers to really sort of beef up your law firm profile. So is TikTok lawyer advertising possible? Yes, it is possible for lawyers to advertise on TikTok. More importantly, it's very easy for lawyers to stand out on this platform. That's because TikTok is designed for going viral even more than other social media networks. Okay, so this is important. So if you are contemplating TikTok for lawyers, here is the approach I want you to really pay attention to. How can you join lawyer for like a lawyer TikTok this year? The first thing you want to do here is to create a TikTok account. Now, I'm not saying you need to create a TikTok account like anybody else. I mean, you have a lot of teenagers. I mean, I'm not saying this in a denigrating way, but you have a lot of teenagers creating an account or influencers creating an account. You are a lawyer. You are a business. You are a business person. Okay, so you are going after a B2C profile, like you are following a B2C model or even B2B model. So business to business or business to consumer. So your approach must be different. So TikTok can be found on Google Play or the App Store. It's also possible to create an account from the company's website. So the sign up process is pretty easy. Your next step will be completing your profile, right? That's where you have to really put some nuggets of expertise. You'll have the opportunity to upload a profile photo. You can also use a video. Please make things professional. I don't care if you want to use TikTok as an entertainment hub. You still are a lawyer. You still are a business person. So you want to be as professional as possible. So if you upload a profile photo or you use a video, you want to be as professional as possible. Of course, you can be quirky, but you want to remember you are a professional. Normally, you might consider keeping the same headshot for all your social media profiles, but this approach does increase familiarity. However, you might consider something else. The nature of the TikTok app is a bit young and fun. You still want to maintain professionalism. However, you want it to look accessible and authentic. Consider something that's friendlier and a bit less stuffy. Choose your name. This name will be displayed at the top of your profile in the TikTok app. It's also how people will search for you. Next is your username. The name will show in your account's URL, and people who view your content will see it. On other platforms, this name may be known as your handle. You will have a short bio to fill out. Take some time with this. It's where you can tell other users about yourself. Obviously, you want to share that you are an attorney. You can also mention where you practice and what kind of law you practice. This section is where you can list your law practice's website and social media links. Many TikTok attorneys also choose to include a disclaimer. This boilerplate can simply state that your content does not constitute legal advice or a client-attorney relationship. Finally, you will need to convert your account to the pro version. This upgrade will allow you to use TikTok Analytics, which collects data on engagement and performance. And I strongly encourage you to do that. Next, you need to produce your own content. So, after creating a TikTok account, you want to produce your own content. And TikTok Pro provides users with analytics to understand engagement. So, you want to review data on creative styles, posting times, and topics for law firm success. Okay. So, after you have set up your account, it's time to start creating your content. Okay. And now is your chance to share your knowledge, create funny lawyer ads, and generally get your legal brand in front of a wider audience. You should absolutely search for what do lawyers do on TikTok for examples in terms of inspiration, but follow the best practices too. That's really important. So let me break it down for you. You want to think about frequency. It's absolutely true that you have to post content fairly frequently to build a following. People will recommend anywhere between 1 and 5 videos every single day. While 5 videos a day may be too much for most attorneys, we actually recommend going for at least 1 video every single day. If you can do more, you absolutely should, and please do. Okay. In the event that a daily video is not possible, try to do at least 3 per week. However, be aware that it takes a somewhat aggressive approach to really stay on top. If you want to be on the For You page and continue to build your audience, you have to be frequent. You have to be consistent. If you struggle with new ideas, making videos and watching other channels will give you inspiration. You will be able to get some inspiration not only from those but also from the general user base. Also, the timing. This relates to the frequency of your content. It's important that you find a sweet spot when it comes to the best days and times for posting on TikTok. Also, think about the style and tone. TikTok users appreciate authenticity. It's a platform where you really need to develop a genuine persona. Popular videos tend to be very relatable. Entertainment also is a key factor. So when you view TikTok examples, you will see people using humor and just enjoying themselves. Also, think about the topics that you are covering. Those should relate to your practice. Okay, you can cover any topic you want, but some of what you explore should be relevant to your law firm. Feel free to talk about common law-related issues, frequent mistakes people make involving the law, or legal issues in the news. The important thing is to always be approachable and communicate through informative videos in a way that your audience understands. Also, think about filming and editing. So, the important part here is to keep your videos relatively short. Yes, TikTok will allow you to make 60-second videos for your law firm, but most users will not pay attention that long. Focus on short, engaging content. For production quality, make sure your lighting is good. Change locations from time to time so there is some variety. With experience, you can begin trying out different effects and transitions. And also analytics. TikTok Pro gives you as a user access to analytics data. You can review this data to better understand the creative styles, posting times, and topics that get your law firm the most engagement. So, what are the top hacks here? So, let me give you a few tips for nailing your lawyer TikTok. First, you want to create your a business TikTok account. I've already said that, but that's really important. You got to have a TikTok business account. Okay. So, this account will give you access to additional features like the ability to link to your website. You can get started on the app or the desktop site. Just click or tap login and sign up. Okay, that's important. You'll be able to join using your email, phone, Google, Facebook, or Twitter credentials. After you take those initial steps, you can add a description that explains exactly what your law firm does. That's really critical. Next, you want to, when it comes to creating a successful lawyer TikTok, providing valuable content is key. Finding your niche and keeping the quality of your content high is crucial for attracting and retaining followers. At the same time, you want to make sure your content is providing value to your audience, right? You got to have that you got to strike that balance. This can be done really when it comes to providing content like value content. You can do this by sharing educational content, being relatable, and adding motivational tips every now and then. One effective strategy is to focus on providing tips and advice that are relevant to your law firm's goals and specialties. This can help establish your law firm as a thought leader in your industry and attract potential clients who are looking for legal advice. Additionally, sharing educational content can help build trust and credibility with your audience, which can ultimately lead to more referrals and business for your law firm. That's what you want. That's what I said when I started this. I said you are a business. So think about the B2C and B2B aspect of things. Another important tip is to be mindful of the quality of your content. While quantity is important, it's not worth sacrificing quality for the sake of posting frequently. Make sure that the content you put out is valuable, informative, and engaging. This can include sharing personal experiences, providing tips and advice, and showcasing your expertise in your field. Finally, don't be afraid, and I want to insist on that. Don't be afraid at all to add a personal touch to your content. Sharing motivational tips and being relatable can help connect with your audience on a deeper level. If you struggle for ideas, review your existing legal blog post or consider topics your target client base might be most interested in hearing about. I also want you to think about hiring a creative content team. If you want to scale your law firm quickly and make a splash on TikTok, you want to really have a team behind you. Okay, that's going to help you big time. So hiring a creative content team is essential. This team should be composed of experts in content strategy, video production, and social media management. And their primary responsibility will be able to develop a comprehensive content strategy for you, create captivating videos that resonate with your target audience, edit and post content consistently, and monitor engagement metrics. So you want to look for a team who deeply understands the legal industry and can translate complex legal concepts into easy to understand and visually appealing videos. They should have a proven track record of creating successful TikTok campaigns and a knack for staying ahead of the latest trends. You also want to make use of hashtags. If you add hashtags to your TikTok post, you can increase the amount of reach you get. And you have to really do that if you want to really establish yourself as an authority on a specific topic. And so the platform allows you to use many hashtags per post. However, unlike Instagram, more is not better when it comes to TikTok. So don't waste your time using really generic hashtags like hashtag legal. Instead, be more specific. Be a bit more specific in the sense that, for instance, immigrant law or labor law will help people know what you do. You can also ask TikTok to suggest keywords. Just enter the hashtag symbol and follow it with you want to follow it with a keyword. TikTok will offer up some helpful suggestions for you. And what you want to do also is that you want to get to know your audience. Don't forget that the point of TikTok is to engage with others. You shouldn't treat TikTok like a solo adventure or a solo venture, if you will. Find other interesting accounts to follow, react to the posts you see, add comments. You can also reach out to people via direct message if you think their content is relevant to your practice or audience, right? It's all about really sharing the love so that you can get the love back, right? So this outreach could lead to some great collaborations that will increase your audience over time. And you need that. You need to actually reach out. It's all about action reaction, but you want to have the right action so you can create the right reaction to at least a favorable reaction that goes your way. Also, don't refuse to follow other people. Okay, it's about again sharing the love, and you get the love back. At first, your TikTok account is going to be pretty isolated. You won't have any followers. There's something you want to change as soon as possible, and so the best way to approach this is to connect with other legal accounts, then follow the accounts that follow them. Okay, this linking will help you build a follower base at a faster than average rate. Of course, if you have relevant content, you will earn comments, likes, and shares. You also want to pay attention to trends. After you have been on TikTok for a while, you will notice that there are always trends for you to take part in. These trends and challenges are more likely to go viral and get higher levels of engagement than the average post because there is instant familiarity. Some trends are driven by holidays or events. For example, when summer is coming, there will be lots of TikTok trends that relate to that. So pay attention to trends, but also keep your posts relevant to what's going on in the world at any given time, right? It's all about being in the right chronology, if you will. Use popular TikTok music and effects also. So when you post videos on TikTok, you may opt to add music, stickers, and special effects. As a lawyer, you can try to create videos that include logos or other items that relate directly to your area of practice. If you can't find items that you think will relate to your area of law, you can choose other stickers or music that are provided to you. These are small additions that can make your post more memorable. Just don't use so many that they distract from your TikTok video, right? You want people to still enjoy your content. And also you want to respond to other posts also. So you can take the quality of your content up a level and generate even more engagement on TikTok. If you stitch your content to another post, this stitching will create one of those side by side videos and makes your response seem as if it was an organic part of the original. Stitching lets you get more content out in shorter amount of time. Ideally, you will do this with a video that has already been posted and received plenty of comments. It's very easy to create a duet or a stitch. Find the right post, then click share. You can select stitch or duet. Then you can add your video to the original content and post it. After you do that, the other user will receive a notification that their post has been stitched or duetted. This notification could give you an opportunity to engage with them directly, so that's important. Remember though, those who do nothing never make mistakes, right? TikTok is a very dynamic platform and with ever changing trends. So it's important to stay adaptable and patient as building a substantial following may take time. So you want to experiment with various approaches and seek inspiration from others. Consistent posting and engagement are key here. So strike a balance between funny and educational content, using analytics to learn and refine your strategy through trial and error. Furthermore, give TikTok at least 6 months to gauge its effectiveness, as consistent and persistent effort is crucial for growth. Avoid the temptation to copy others and instead focus on standing out, showcasing your unique personality and expertise. TikTok's For You page, known as FYP, presents an opportunity to capture viewer interest even if the topic is not immediately relevant to them. So, what are the extras here? So, from content creation to firm expansion, it's important to understand that there are some great lawyers that you can really get inspired by on TikTok. So I want to show you those lawyers. So you have Anthony Barbudo. You can see him on the screen here. This is a popular attorney who shares TikTok videos that are fun, relatable, and are just a little bit quirky. One reason his channel is so popular is that he shares both personal and informative videos on his TikTok account. So this approach lets his followers see his personality as well as his legal expertise. Remember that people don't just want to learn about your law firm, they want to connect with you and the other people who are behind the legal services you offer. With more than 2 million followers, it's fairly, not in just 2 million, yeah, 2.2 million followers, it's fairly clear that Barbudo has mastered this balance. You also have another wonderful lawyer. So you have Tori. So Tori is a DC-based immigration attorney. She lives with her husband, and her TikTok videos are full of information and education on current events in immigration law. She balances this heavy load of information on legal issues with her humor and personality. Fantastic. Currently, she has about 27,000 followers and over a million, 1.8 million likes. So, because she exudes confidence and knowledge, it's easy to see why her followers trust her opinions on legal topics. Also, if you are looking for TikTok examples of using hashtags, check out her channel. She uses this quite masterfully in her videos. You also have Brad Shear, another wonderful player that I want you to really know. And so Brad Shear is a tech lawyer. This positioning means that he operates a law firm that focuses on legal issues in areas of privacy, social media, and business. And because of his expertise in the legal industry, TikTok has been an excellent platform for his legal marketing efforts. So far, he has well over a million followers and more than 52 million likes. Fantastic. Okay. And while Brad Shear does discuss his personal area of legal expertise, he also takes time to create videos on current events and legal topics. This likely ensures people tune into him whether they need a tech lawyer or not. You also have Adam J, the lawyer, so another wonderful lawyer. Adam J is a California attorney who specializes in employment law. Employment law. He has more than half a million followers and 13.6 million likes on TikToks. Many of his TikToks videos answer common questions that people may have about employment law related topics like wrongful dismissal or overtime pay. Although most of his videos do focus on legal issues, Adam also has fun with his channel. He features videos based on trends like the Lizzo Dancing Challenge, Disneyland, and his affinity for anything with pumpkin spice in it. You have attorney Tom, another wonderful attorney. He's a personal injury lawyer. He has nearly 700,000 followers, on TikTok and over nearly 20 million likes. He serves up a combo of informative legal videos and funny content. This works well for him build up his following and earn more leads, so that's really fantastic. You also have Ryan Chevernet. Ryan Chevernet is a Louisiana attorney who practices in the area of personal injury law, so that's really fantastic. You have Ali Awad, another wonderful lawyer that I want you to see. He's a multilingual personal injury attorney. He uses his ability to communicate in 3 different languages to share information and provide helpful advice in his TikTok videos. That's really fantastic, And you also have Lawyer Kelly, another wonderful attorney. She's a family law practice attorney who's based in California, and she covers all the hot topics related to family law. You also have Michael Mandel, another wonderful lawyer. He has nearly 10 million followers. Fantastic, just amazing. And he actually he does very funny videos. I love him personally. You also have Ethan Osteroff, another wonderful lawyer. He has more than 200,000 followers, and this is really fantastic. So overall, TikTok can help you generate leads if done the right way. That's for sure. So in closing arguments in today's conversation, I share with you TikTok for lawyers. I give you the general trends, the approach, the top hacks, the extras, and now the closing arguments. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.